Manhattan produces more garbage than any other borough, but it's the only borough that doesn't dispose of its own trash. Reporter Therese Chen made a trip to the Upper East Side, where there's a controversial plan to put a waste transfer station.
The planned construction of a garbage transfer station on the Upper East Side is drawing a lot of environmental concern from local residents.
There will be hundreds and hundreds of trucks going there on a daily basis, up a ramp that has still to be constructed wider, and they will produce a lot of fumes and pollution that will add only to all the pollution that's already there from the very, very heavy traffic.
I think it's horrible. I think it's detrimental, and I think it serves no purpose for this area that's been primarily designated for small children, the youth, and teenagers.
The 91st Street Marine Transfer Station, or MTS, is a part of New York City's Solid Waste Management Plan that was passed in 2006. One of the plan's main goals is to achieve borough equity, which requires each borough to dispose of its own garbage. Currently, Manhattan is the only borough that has no waste transfer station. Newtown Creek in Queens has the most, with 19. Rebecca Bradspees, an environmental law professor at CUNY, calls the situation an environmental injustice.
Whether it was on purpose or happened through a lack of attention, the overwhelming majority of the waste transfer stations are collected in a couple of communities, which means that they bear burdens for the rest of the city. These communities tend to be already challenged with other polluting activities, which makes their environmental quality very poor. They're very high asthma rates, very high rates of cardiovascular disease, and other kinds of health effects associated with heavy truck traffic and high pollutant loads.
Some, however, doubt that building a transfer station in Manhattan will solve the problem. Asphalt Green, a recreation center right next to the 91st Street site, is one of the opposition groups. Board member Kirsten Feldman says the solution should be improving the existing transfer stations, not building new ones.
There is nothing in the current solid waste management plan, there's not a dollar that goes to help the communities that already have a lot of the transfer stations. There's a lot of new technology in pollution controls that can be put on those existing transfer stations. So we think that money should go to actually solving problems in communities where they occur, so they have real solutions to problems, not symbolic solutions.
In New York City, 12,000 tons of residential garbage is generated each day. The new 91st Street site will handle only about 4% of it. But advocates say it's a first step toward their goal of requiring each borough to manage its own trash. Therese Chen, Manhattan.